Okay, let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right. On some Kevin Hart shit. All right, man. Yo,
or
so
Charleston White.
What was that?
Charleston White.
Nah, we don't do
Yeah,
Charleston
yeah,
White.
yeah,
Right now.
yeah,
Charleston
yeah,
White is another.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
something
yeah,
else, bro.
yeah.
He's something completely different, bro. We don't talk. He's. Alhamdulillah. Anyways. Congratulations, you know what I'm saying? Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Congratulations if you made it to this point, you know. If you've watched our first video.
Video 2.
Yeah, made it to video 2. That's
okay,
crazy.
right,
Alhamdulillah, you know. If you guys made it to the second video, we definitely appreciate you.
And if you haven't,
then we still appreciate you, but we'd appreciate you more if you watch the video, right? So go back to our first video, watch the second video. As a matter of fact, for those of you that are watching the video right now, put it on pause, call all them dudes that didn't watch the first video and get them to send the link, you know what I'm saying?
Share it in your group.
Share it in your group chat, send it to your family. I know you guys got mad family back in Africa,
wherever you
Arab countries, wherever y'all at. Make sure that y'all, you know what I'm saying, like, comment, and subscribe, because, you know, we're really trying to run up these numbers, inshallah.
Right, first of all, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. If you don't know, names, Muhammad.
My name is Yaqub Ibn Zubayr.
It is.
I said Yaqub Ibn Zubayr the last video. I think from here on out, I'm going to start as Yaqub. That's a khalas, bro. They don't need to know the family tree from back in the days. You know what I mean? Alhamdulillah, bro.
But yeah, alhamdulillah. Second video, today's video, inshallah, is going to be about
school and how they really out here trying to finesse you guys, man. I'm telling you, bro. They don't like you how they think they like you, man. They really out here trying to finesse.
So we're going to talk about plenty of stuff, inshallah, today.
Inshallah.
The topic is school and all that comes with it, whether it's debt, whether it's what is it called? Classes that you don't. What elective is called.
Elective classes, you know,
that you don't.
Bunch of, you know, and obviously, like, there's still some good when it comes to school. Like, we don't want to bash school.
100%. Like,
school is still a good thing.
Programs, 100% that for which you need. But we'll dive into it, inshallah.
For sure. But before we get started,
let's get into our du'a today.
Actually, before we forgot some.
What?
Oh, a little slogan. You know what I'm saying? So
you're right.
People say money talks, but we say Risk talks. Yes, sir. Let's go. Alright, yo, so before we start, I'm going to start off with the dua, inshallah. Dua for halal rizq. So, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilma nafi'a wa rizqa tayyiba wa amala mutaqabbala. So, oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge, goodly provisions, and acceptable deeds. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, yo, Muhammad.
Yep.
If I was to tell you, right, that the student loan debt, right? The student loan debt is worse than the credit card debt in America. Would you believe me?
If you told me the student loan debt is worse than
the credit card debt in America,
I wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised?
Because I've gone through the system. I know what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
So
I've seen people go through debt. You know.
All right. So let me be a little more specific. All right, in terms of numbers here. All right. So the student loan debt, right?
Yeah.
And these are the numbers based in America, right? So I'm not talking about more the United States, right? So I'm not talking about like
America. Okay.
I'm not talking just the States. So
actually, I don't even know where else people study with. You know, I don't think in Europe you actually get paid to go to school.
Facts. So I think this is more of an American
thing, right? Yeah. But yeah, keep on.
To talk specifics in regards to numbers, right? The student loan debt is $1.5 trillion, right? So now if you compare that to the credit card debt, right? The credit card debt, so this is including cars, car loans, mortgages, and things of that nature. It's 700 to 900 million, right? So these numbers, right? Apparently, at the rate that it's going by this time next year, it'll be the credit card debt will be like 2 times. The student loan debt
will be twice as much
as the credit card. You know what I'm saying?
Debt, yeah.
And I got these numbers because there was a podcast that I watched. I think you send the link over to me.
Patrick
Ben David, and they were talking about this, right?
Yeah.
Yo, 1.5 trillion. I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was this bad though. 1.5 trillion?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What, man? Think about it. You go into a university, you sign up for a course, you sign up for a program. All your friends are going to school, you know. And by the way, for people who don't know, in the United States, education is not cheap.
Yeah.
Education is not cheap. You know?
To be honest, it's bad in Canada, but it's nowhere near close to how bad it is in the States.
I thought we were having
in Canada, it's Jannah compared to what they gotta go to, man. Like for real, it's crazy over there, man.
when you take that into account, and you look at the curriculum, and you look at the breakdown of first of all, let me even dive into this tuition breakdown, like how they break down the costs of tuition.
Yeah.
Bro, like 50% of your tuition doesn't even go towards your courses.
Yeah.
It goes towards clubs.
Clubs, yeah, like
It goes towards organizations you barely even take advantage of, you know. So even then, you know, there's already a finessing going on when it comes to the breakdown of your tuition. Now, having said that, when you also take into account how much it costs you for a full year for, let's say, a basic program. I'm not even talking about programs like health or like engineering. I'm talking about arts. I'm talking about, I'm gonna be real, women's studies.
yeah.
History, you know, programs that don't necessarily land you a job in the future. You know what I mean? And by all means, if that's something that you want to pursue, but then you're just going to get hit with a reality check.
Yeah, later
when you
on.
go into the market, because the market you don't decide whether you find a job or not. The market decides.
Exactly.
That, you know?
And like this is how I know that this is a business.
Yeah.
Like like right there, the fact that you're telling me like school is a business. You're telling me that 50%, like we don't know like what the numbers are, but just the fact that I'm going to school to learn or whatever, and a lot, even if it's 5% of what I'm paying, if that is going to things that have nothing to do with what I need to, the tools that are gonna help me in the real world, is pointless. Why am I paying extra X amount of dollars for some clubs or organization that I don't really care about? I'm in school to learn what I need to learn, so I get the tools necessary to help me in the workforce. Because at the end of the day, I feel like people forgot, like the reason why we going to school is to make money at the end of the day. At the end of the day,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to school just to go to school, just to learn about, you know what I'm saying, the sake of learning about.
The end goal is money. Obviously, certain people will find fulfillment in what they do.
For sure.
That's a different topic.
But like you said,
at the end of the day,
reality check is going to hit you.
Fulfillment doesn't pay your bills.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to your landlord and be like, hey, yo, I got a lot of fulfillment. That's cool. Rent is on the first. You know what I'm saying? Rent is on the first. Rent is due on the first. You better pay that. You feel me? So, like, it's tough because, you know, I feel like, even like with our parents, right? A lot of them, they're very like they're very old school, like because think about it, you know, they came from where they came from,
their context too, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you gotta go to school, gotta get an education, this, that, and the third, blah. But what a lot of times, what they don't realize is that, you know what I'm saying, like, yes, they have their best interest. They have our best interest at heart for sure. Like they wouldn't go through all that just for us to, you know what I'm saying, if they didn't really care about it. But at the end of the day, like, I'm living my life for me and not for you, right? And if I've like you said, we both been through the school system and realize the bullshit that comes with it.
You know, again, going back to the parents' point, at the end of the day, parents, what they want to see their kids shine and succeed, right? They want to see their kids, right, take advantage of the opportunities they never had the chance to take advantage of. So at the end of the day, it's coming from a place of, you know, of love. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
So like you need to understand they come from a different historical context. They came into this country, you know, with nothing, sacrificed everything to come here and give their kids a better opportunity. And obviously, it makes more sense, right, especially when they came at a time where entrepreneurship and this whole, right, trying to get this money was not you know, it wasn't 15, 20 years ago, right?
That was not the norm. Like, entrepreneurship is a new thing. That's a new thing.
Entrepreneurship has always existed.
It's always existed, but now it's more in mainstream. More like people are more into it. It's more glamorized and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
So back then, it wasn't so much, you know, you wouldn't see, it wasn't typical to see a regular kid, right, drop school and then just go ahead and start a business from, you know, doing TikTok. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, whereas today, it's very much possible.
Bro, you have a bunch of kids that are 15, 16, 17 years old, making a lot of money, making 10, 20, 30K a month without the school system. So this tells me that I don't need to go to school to make money. Yes, you might still need to go to school for certain fields. For example, like if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be, I don't know, like a doctor or a teacher. You still need to go through the school system. But if you want to make money, school, you don't need to go to school to make money. Like, you know what I'm saying?